So we're here for the minor league baseball scores for Thursday, plus 2026 from the AAA and the AA, high and semi. Rookie ball does not start yet until after the college is over. Pretty much the college season is over, like the regular season is over. The conference, some major in because they're playing the college season, so it's kind of like a summer league, I guess you would say. Kind of that's what it reminds me of college. Yeah, so I don't know lately because of that. But for the most part, though, we're not playing that, afterwards. Yeah, kind of says it kind of reminds me of. It might not be, but that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, we're in the Albuquerque 3-1 over Syracuse close to 17-7. Rochester 3-1 Scrimmage. Columbus wins 9-8 or 8 innings and 6 hits. So I had a bunch of walks by pitches. It goes without base by that. However, pass balls plus pass balls, stolen bases. We did all that slow, but just couldn't come up. Just came short. And the Columbus Clippers win 9-8 or innings. Iowa defeats Legal 11-10 span Iowa Cubs in 4 years. And then 15 hits for Legal. And they're just so 19 with the 4 years. So wow. Just Iowa squeaks by Lehigh Valley. Shuts up Durham 4-0. Sherman 3-2 at Jackson. Omaha 9-7 on Buffalo. Nashville shuts out Charlotte 4-0. Gwinnett 8-7 on Round Rock. Norfolk falls Memphis 6-2 Memphis. And their first three won the first series of the year. The first 3 games of the season. And they win that second. So where they won all 3 games of the series of the year. Las Vegas 4-2 Wesley. Tacoma 3-1 over El Paso in postponed due to inclement weather. It is Wushu and St. Paul playing in game 2. Again, to play a doubleheader. Make up that game. It is due to the rain, it was due to the freezing rain, sleet, snow. There's just cold rain, cold, wet, soggy ground, in the grass, Just not like a day you really want to be outside, Here. Just ice accumulations. You got a little bit of snow, a little ice accumulation, and then you got the freezing rain. And then you got regular rain just melting it away. Just wet, soggy feel, So, in 32 degrees above freezing, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius for freezing weather. And then we had wet ground, second round, so rain, just rain, wet, soggy, and so they're going to play on the 4th. So, means the doubleheader is going to be on. No. Let's see, could it be on the 4th? Is the doubleheader on the 4th? No. Ocean St. Paul. No, second round is doubleheader. Game 1 is going to be at 6:05 Eastern, which is 3:05 Pacific. So, there's postponed as of now. There's not a set time for that, there's a day for the rain delay as of yet. That makeup game. Yep. Okay. So, man, Harrisburg 7-2 over Altoona. Akron 3-1 over Reed. Chesapeake 7-4 over Hartford. Tulsa 5-1 over San Antonio. Frisco 5-1 over Corpus Christi. Wichita 10-6 over Arkansas. in Midland 5-1 or Arkansas. And then in high A ball, team Freelance 8-7, West Michigan 1-0 Lake County. In 11 innings, Greensboro 9-5 over Greenville. Asheville 4-3 Rome. And make up on April 3rd, so playoff. A Friday the doubleheader is a Sunday. Yes, the Sooner played doubleheader. Blake in Wisconsin played doubleheader. When the first game at 6:10, the second game is 30 minutes after inclusion of first game, which is about 8:40 Eastern. And then in single ball, Palm Beach 6-3 over St. Lucie. Team 2-4-2 over Jupiter. Salem 5-4 over Delmarva. Hill City 4-3 over Kannapolis. And then is 5-4 Hickory over Columbia. Myrtle Beach with the 15-0 winning 7 through 7.5 over Myrtle Beach. It was 11. It was 1 in the first, it's 2 and 6 in the second, and 4 in the fourth, and then nothing early in the other. Charleston just didn't have a great game. And and that is just. And they call it off after their second half due to raining in the area. In minor league, a lot of times what they do, instead of trying to play a complete game, major leagues they do that too. But typically, I know a good bit of time in the major leagues, they really do try to play the full 9 innings. They do as much as possible, and they try to go as long as possible. In minor league, they might do the same thing, but typically more so. You'll see more, even if it's close, and they can't make it up, they'll call it off, even if they have a game the next day, instead of just finishing the game. It's like close, Major league they do as well, but typically they try not to do that if they don't have to, If they can play, next day, maybe do a couple innings next day, they will, And Empire Foster Ranch 4-2. Like those are Foster 7-5. San Jose 2-8 were second, and Brainton Dundon are gonna make up the game on the 4th. And also Clearwater Fort Myers on the 3rd. So Clearwater and Fort Myers still ahead. Ulster at 4-3 Eastern, and then game 2 we have 30 minutes of conclusion first game, which is roughly about 7 Eastern. And then game 2 at Brainton Dundon doubleheader. Game 1 is at 4 Eastern. Game 2 we somewhere between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Eastern time.